prepare for the most comprehensive deep dive we've ever done for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight and enjoy Starfield Direct.
Yes! All right, chat. This is what we've been waiting for. Is the S the newest one? It's like the one under from the X. It's the mid one. Literally middle. Not middle. Shaddy, what's up, baby? You just get back? Oh my gosh. This game I'm so hyped for. Chat, who wants to play this with us? Got back at 1:30 a.m. today.
Thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome
How was your
to
sleep?
Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here, and that's thanks to all of you. From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world?
Yeah, Shanny, it's smoky here today, huh?
Where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do.
Should we tweet about it?
That is Starfield.
Should we complain about the smoke,
we've come
Shanny?
a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us here in the studio. We've done so much together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So
oh man, you just got a busy day today, huh?
Look.
Busy day. In-game footage. Here we go.
Is our first new universe in over 25 years. But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world
Oh,
and
hell,
you get that
Todd!
feeling of unlimited possibilities.
Oh my god, this
But
looks
this
so
time,
good.
It's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds.
1,000 worlds!
Of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that
Bro,
we had the
imagine getting that
technology
achievement.
to create it.
Visit every
From the
world.
rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
That you visited 1,000 planets? Jesus.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too.
That's so wild.
We realistically simulate the galaxy around you.
Imagine
Our
the
next-generation lighting model uses
the engine they
real-time
used for
global
this.
illumination to light the world based on the type of star
St.
and
Louis?
the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
I think I'm gonna rock third person.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources.
What?
Do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we got jump packs. Okay. First thing I'm doing is turning motion blur off. This is what they should have done for this video. Who plays with motion blur? Come on. That was cool. Only psychopaths play with motion blur.
We do love stuff, and
The
all
new
our
COD
items
looks
allow you
crazy.
to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory.
Oh
We
my
love to have a
god.
ton of detail in every object.
Yes,
From all of your
details.
weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have
Motion blur
games
is
and crew
immersive
you
though.
can take with you.
I hate motion
left
blur.
Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's
You can
head
say
out.
your name? Welcome back, Daddy. Yeah?
Our mission was to convey the wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as
Welcome
NASA
back,
Punk.
Big
This
Daddy.
means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship.
Man, I can
Your ship is your
imagine.
home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and
Oh my God,
analog
this looks
touch.
so good.
A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This
You called me
is your star
Captain?
map. It starts with the planet you're currently on.
Look at
You can
that.
see all of its
Resources.
info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system.
Oh my
Obviously,
gosh.
the game is big, and it's here you can see planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy.
What?
Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if
Makes
you
me
want
wanna
to
come up
jump
with
to the most
ridiculous
distant
names.
ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
I will run a revolver and a shotgun.
Welcome to UC Space.
Oh, I love that you can
Maintain your
fly.
current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
As soon as you land in a city like New Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these
Face
boundless,
only?
vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever
Destiny
made,
Killer!
not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
Legit
So the main
though.
focus when we're designing a city is obviously what supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of
Stop.
gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's also where your adventure with Constellation begins.
And there's a
Welcome to Constellation.
story.
We have a
too.
lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them, Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke
Gangbang.
to you. The artifact, if you could place it on the table here.
Is this Halo?
Oh my God. Look at how it's coming together.
Is this Halo?
Set built by an intelligence outside the settled system.
It's
Stop.
definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just
The
the
Constellation
first of many
game.
you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
Oh my god, guys, I am so excited for this. Aliens!
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space. The people
100%.
who live here value law,
Next
discipline,
decade,
and
oh.
the legacy of humanity. They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies?
They did not just say
get your US
Vanguard.
Citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies. Beyond the United Colonies' reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective
Space GTA?
The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Oh, there's Cap.
Neon started out as a fishing platform.
What
but
the
is now
Cowboys were
known
saying.
throughout the Settled Systems as a pleasure city where almost anything goes.
If you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Nope, no morals here. Give me any job.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today
Oh,
for
is
our
it?
future tomorrow.
Those are the worst strippers that I've ever seen.
Ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Oh, it's bloody and gory, huh?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore. But these areas are also home to the
Tentacle
most
sex.
hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. This is the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile.
They think
The,
galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs
The character
to
interaction is
Fleet.
very,
It always has.
very
In
Fallout.
Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
Oh my god.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience.
How do I play this right now?
The most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when
They
see all
put
of
17th
the
Avenue in this? Dude, I was thinking the same thing.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our future generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities. And by mixing and matching all that data, we were
How do
able
I
to
get into
create a
that?
highly detailed
I want
and
somebody to
diverse
scan my face.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character. you
Shirts
could
off
make
for
yourself.
Kippersoft. Oh. That was so funny. Your face in almost every game.
Hey, come on. Come on.
This
Okay,
is
take it
this is the
easy.
Xbox showcase,
You were out
so
cold.
a lot of these games
No
will be on
physical
Xbox
damage.
or Game Pass.
Mentally, the jury's still out.
There are some Steam games,
Know
but
who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells?
I can't remember what they said at the
Any
beginning.
of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling
Your face
through
is
employee
Ethan
records.
almost. Oh.
You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and
Oh,
that'll
there's
be
me.
your starting point.
There I am.
Your journey from there can be as
They
detailed
just
or
showed
as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup.
That's cool that they use like a
blemishes,
DNA
scars,
thing
piercings,
on
teeth
the
settings.
side.
It's a lot, but
I
I
like
think it's
that.
the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
Evil. I want to be evil.
Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know.
Damn it,
when
I like to be
yours
an
is gonna
old
come in
grizzled
handy.
Chinese man.
You
with
could be in the
Day
middle of
one
a fancy
character creation,
restaurant,
6
talking to
hours
some
straight.
guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages.
Introvert.
You could choose to meet your biggest
That's
fan.
so funny.
Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll join your crew and give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing
I like
the
gifts.
same air. I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that
Interesting.
gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you.
All these little
No matter
perks are
what you
very
choose,
interesting.
There'll be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
No way. Oh my god. There's a way to get rid of that trait.
Once you've built the perfect character,
This is a
that's when
Bethesda
your
game,
journey
yeah.
will begin. We took what we loved about skills
Oh
and perks from our
my
previous
god.
games,
Execute
and put
order
them
to
together to create an
626.
all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
All right, skill trees. I'm all about skill trees.
Ranks are unlocked by
It's very
completing
basic.
challenges
I can appreciate
associated
that.
with that skill. Challenges become increasingly difficult as you work your way to
Very
higher ranks.
Bethesda.
With our 5 different skill trees,
That's
and
so
4
cool
ranks
that they're
per skill,
patches. Do
there's
you
a
get to
lot
wear
choose
them?
from.
I like the xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I like maxing out my physical tree so I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
There you go. Hey, fuck you, bitch. Ew. Fuck you.
That one's a lot of fun.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing
Each skill has
everyone.
levels. That's cool, yeah.
My
Shimmy
favorite
here,
part about
Jimmy.
being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie and then jumping out and springing on people.
Yeah.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits.
Fine, I'll
You know what this reminds me of?
I'm more of a running gun
Mass
player.
Effect.
I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
That was cool.
I like
What?
blowing stuff up.
Close the door. Oh, that sniping looks dope. Little grab and jab. Hey.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures.
I just want to sever his snipe.
Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we approached planetary atmospheres to the way we placed biomes based on the planet's distance from the sun.
That's so cool.
Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a planet and head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
Dogfighting in space?
It's all out there.
I did.
Ultimately,
I made that sound.
It's about rewarding your curiosity. Because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
I hope you can upgrade your ship, get different oh, there we go. That's a different ship right there. Yep, okay. All I gotta do is just wait, you know?
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship.
Just
your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do.
Channel your inner
you can
Mike.
buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship.
Done.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running.
Done. You're gonna upgrade my ship?
It all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling.
Cargo missions,
For now, though,
cool.
We're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes.
Oh my gosh.
You can customize and upgrade everything you see here.
What?
And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
Are you kidding me right now?
An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint job to get the exact look you want.
Wow.
The parts you choose to build with don't just
Give me
affect
some
your
weapons
ship's
in a
stats.
toilet.
They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting or for storing and displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
This feels and looks like a 25-year in the making game. Like, there's so much detail
Our
into this
modified
game.
Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it. And we've done spiders, we've done mechs.
Stop.
So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And while you can build your home among the stars the way you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
What?
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
No worries,
Some of the
Nito.
members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
Oh, this
Traveling
looks so
together until you either
good.
find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a spot for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your
Optimus
ship or
Prime.
outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
Psycho Frontier 2, love in the
He's
making.
designed
around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Oh man, this game looks insane.
Avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew
All
selection
right, Levi.
features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams. And now, let's take to the sky.
A flying peen ship with a weapon. Yes, please.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight should be exciting and dangerous, and you should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of control to ship combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your
Oh, this is
weapons.
gonna be so cool.
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
Whoa. Can you do that on the fly?
Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump.
You can do it on the fly. That's so cool.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
100% still. Get him! Get him!
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target.
Oh my gosh, this looks dope.
After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit.
Oh, you can't hit
You can
anything.
always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
No way. Yo, I'm gonna be doing this.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship,
Space
it's
pirates?
yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport. But space is way more than fighting for your life.
Pretty sure that's the only thing.
Just like when you're planet side, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards.
Star yards.
Walk
Okay.
the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship. One worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance.
What'd you say?
Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I play, I generally go crazy. I definitely
said
go like
pirate,
the
yeah.
more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm gonna board ships. I'm like, this is now mine. I steal all these sandwiches and put them, you know, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people as quickly as possible.
Some strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello,
I
stranger.
love that.
I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some of
Yeah?
the best moments are the ones you discover on your own.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through.
We hungry.
It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a
We ain't hungry no more.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here.
Hey,
It's
yo,
in our random
cuz,
encounters,
you
it's in our
gonna eat
handcrafted
that?
quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy. We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel this sense of awe and
Don't
wonder,
worry about it, cuz.
and sometimes a little fear.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
10 points to anybody that knows what movie that's from.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different.
Yeah, Fast
You know,
and
we put
Furious.
so
I don't know
much
which one. I think it was
detail
2.
into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this game, we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's
Does
the
it link to my
compass
phone?
and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information. And we've also designed this really cool case that it comes with.
In the
it's
game?
Yeah, we really took as much care in designing this case as we did to watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this. Inspired by the cases that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship. And not only that...
Oh, what?
We've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox. And this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
That's actually kind of cool. That it shows what the buttons are on your... Yo, that's dope. That's actually cool. That's actually so cool. They'll be loud this morning, cool. That's actually really cool. Bethesda! Call me. Let's talk. Is there a Bethesda creator program?
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level.
Map the landscape.
The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explore. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of
Moon's
terrain.
haunted, they missed the memo.
After that, we have
I mean,
a
there's a
system that
thousand
adds
planets you can land on.
locations for the player to
Which
explore,
moon?
creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up.
Oh,
It allows us to add that touch of
I love the scavenging
environmental
aspect.
storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments.
Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
That's cool. Rocksword. That's cool. Where you going, boy?
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
I'm about to doom through this game as well.
Have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals.
We can build an outpost.
Get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
Oh my gosh. This game is huge!
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
When it comes to our exteriors, when the sun moves, all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
That's so sick.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp.
Yes!
Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet.
Building!
And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes,
Oh
filling all different
my
purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses, and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam, where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost
This is Subnautica.
And then
I love
when you're
this.
on your feet, you
I
can
love this.
really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
I love it. Oh my god. Dude, I can see people rebuilding Destiny outposts on certain
Add
planets.
crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will
Incendiary
surely use
rounds?
suppressor.
Oh my gosh.
You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
Hell yeah.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero-gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero-G will actually push you backwards.
Oh,
Energy
what?
weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
100% cap. I don't think this game is going to get boring one bit.
These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Whoa. Absolutely
you want to get up close and personal
melted.
with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Oh, the movement just looks so good. The weapon switching looks so smooth. Uh-oh. Yes, please. What? Did you just use
Thanks
the force?
again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we could show here. You know, as we play it, we're always sharing these unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I
Unlocking
think
that
about
skill
what makes it special,
ASAP.
it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible
I can't
and passionate
wait.
team that made it.
Put me to
All of
bed.
them putting
Wake me up
something
in
special
September.
of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rock star photos.
Yes.
I just love that constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited about our outpost building systems.
Yep.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
That's so cool.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
Biomes, crystal planets, jungles, deserts, ice planets, earth-like planets.
Spaceships, audio design,
I love
planets,
that.
the day-night cycle.
Those details matter.
Day and night
Diplomacy,
cycle.
exploration,
freedom,
the ending.
Backup, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created. Sniper rifles, come on. Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout. I laugh, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing
There's
that
an
I enjoy
ending?
most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
This is huge.
on behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Main engines go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
Yep.